Chipping is a really important part of the short game. Let's go over a few keys for great chip shots. First of all, it's such a small swing, we're going to use a really narrow stance. You only need about one club head width stance, or you could even have your feet touching slightly for chip shots. We're going to play the ball in the center of your stance, or maybe even a little bit towards the back. Don't go crazy on back in your stance, it makes it a lot harder. So I like middle or just slightly back. And then, very important, we're going to preset our weight 70% in our lead leg. So the left leg for a right-handed golfer. And when I shift my weight over to the left, I lean this shaft a little bit forward. So it forms a nice lowercase letter Y with my arms and the club shaft leaning towards the target. So weight left, hands ahead. From the back view, you'll see at my setup that I get a little bit closer to this golf ball and I make the shaft a little more upright than its natural lie angle. And this really helps the club swing a little more straight back and straight through and have a nice angle of attack onto the golf ball. The last little detail is I recommend turning one foot or both feet a little bit open towards the target. This presets my lower body a little bit open, and with my weight left, I'm basically in an impact position at setup. And now all I have to do is feel like I maintain the Y with my chest and shoulders moving, and definitely no wrist action going through the shot. Getting your weight on the back foot and trying to lift this ball in the air with the wrist is a disaster with the chipping. So we try to do everything opposite of that. Weight left, hands ahead, keep that shaft leaning forward, and have a nice little short, low finish. And this is just a little small shot. We're just off the green. I'm trying to get this ball onto the green and rolling towards the flag. So it's generally a low shot. You can chip with a variety of clubs. I'm using a pitching wedge here. The pitching wedge, this is very basic, but in general on a flat medium speed green, we'll go about 1/3 in the air and 2/3 on the ground. If I've got more room for roll, if I'm going down to that red flag, I could switch to an 8-iron. 1/4 air, 3/4 roll. And if I don't have a lot of green to work with, you can chip with more loft, like a sand wedge or a lob wedge, and get 50-60% air and not too much roll. But I recommend using the least amount of loft possible to get the job done. You can even use a fairway wood or a hybrid if you're on the fairway and have a lot of room for a run. I hope this helps your chipping.